Yeah, I don't know how you'll find it. I think because I'm broadcasting live, I think you can find it through that Watch Now or whatever. You know that PlayStation Now fucking bullshit. I don't know how the fuck you'll find me. Oh, if you go into your PlayStation, the main menu, there should be one there called Live from PlayStation. It's a default app on your PlayStation. Oh, I can invite people. I'll invite you. I can invite you to watch. Yep. I'm just trying to find your name in my fucking list of 10 million friends. Oh fuck, I hope I don't get eaten. I'm just standing in the middle of the street. If I die right now, I'll cry. Alright, I sent you an invite. Did it work? Can you see me? Yeah, I just found a bookstore. That's where you get like motifs, or the equivalent to motifs. So I got this gas can schematic, so I can make petrol cans now. Crack a book. There's a tool shop. So, and this is like some tiny little town that I found. So I've just been raiding it, and I made a base on the server here. Oh, because I'm broadcasting my speech through the thing. Hang on, I can probably change that. Is that better? Yeah. The map sort of looks like it, yeah. See that on the side? How you can see it's got my wellness, food, water. Oh shit, the temperature. Like you can overheat, like there's so much. You gotta battle the elements the whole time, like not just zombies. Like depending on what clothes you wear, you're gonna overheat more, or you gotta cook your own food, or get near a fire if you're in a snow area and warm up. Like you can freeze to death, you can get disease. Like there's all different ways you can die. See up here, it says it feels like 60 degrees Fahrenheit or whatever. Food, water, wellness, and then all your disease buffs will come up in here if you like catch anything. Or like if you eat human poo, you get like sick. every every day. See that aeroplane? That aeroplane drops an airdrop every day at lunchtime, and then no matter who's in the zone, like everyone sort of just goes for it. But it's always got good shit in it, like med packs or fucking gun parts. And so you want to always go and get them. Plus, they always sort of drop near your base, so you want to pick them up all the time, or else when someone joins the world, they'll see heaps of those airdrops around an area, and they'll know that you're in the middle of that area. Like that's where your base is. So, well, you know, that happened to me in a couple of different worlds. And I got sick of picking them up, so I'd leave them out. Then people would just run in and grab them, and they'd get guns and could attack me and shit straight away. But this is the crafting shit. See all the different shit you can make, and you're only seeing the first page of each one. There's like 10 pages, so like you can make like over a fucking 1,000 different items easily. Like see all that shit is all different shit you can craft, but you need like certain tools and workbenches, and you can get it all the way up to like to vault stages where you're like making shit like Fallout 4. Like you make like full underground vaults and shit if you want. But literally everything is craftable. Like I can pick up the dirt, I can smash the grass, or like pick up the grass. You can fucking cut down every tree you see. Like literally everything you can like sort of use. Like that, snowberries, you can eat them. There's fucking heaps of animals to hunt. Well, you'll find them in like bookstores and shit. In bookstores, there's recipes. A lot of the shit you can just make, like all the stuff, but like for special guns and like all cool shit, like mini bikes. You can make a motorbike to ride around on, and you gotta find all the recipes, which are just like motifs. Like you just find them in rare shops or in these supply crates and shit. So I got a torch and some gun parts, and some antibiotics, painkillers, all good shit. Yeah, that's what the plane just dropped. Well, I only just opened the world, no one's joined yet. See if I go to the player list, I'm the only one here. You can get up to 4 people that will join. Maybe they made it 6 now, I think they just increased it with the last update, I'm not sure. But I usually only get up to 4. I've only usually had about 4. Yeah. Yeah, they usually give you a day or 2 before people start joining, give you a chance to get back to your base and shit, or do what you were doing. Well, you can get like crazy guns, like you can end up making rocket launchers and AK-47s, and get like crazy armor. Like I'm still in the early stages, so I'm wearing like scrap armor and shit. But that's still good, really good for my level. But most people are just walking around in like grass. People are just making grass skirts and shit. Can I craft what? Yeah. You find these gun parts here, like this one, the AK-47 stock. And then you go to assemble, and then you need to find the receiver. You know, you get all the parts that you need and put it together, and then you can like start crafting. You get like the better the quality is. See how the quality of this is 201, that part. You want to get the quality up to like 600 and shit. And you can do that with like workbenches, or sometimes you just get lucky and find really good gun parts in like gun shops and shit. But there'll be like, you know, there's cars everywhere, so you can make a wrench and you pull the cars apart and get springs and all sorts, like, you know, there's just everything you could fucking imagine in real life is pretty much in the game. Like you can go find it and deconstruct it. Yeah, like, yeah, you have like forges and shit. Or see this here, this raw iron, I can scrap that and that turns it into this iron, into like, you know, iron. So yeah, it's pretty much just like refining and shit. But you have forges as well where you can smelt stuff, so you like smash windows and get glass. where you like dig the ground with a shovel and get clay, and you got to smelt it all in your forge, and that builds up all your numbers inside your forge, and then you can use that to make even better shit. Like that'll pump out iron ingots and steel bars and shit, iron bars. Yeah, you use that to make like, that's what I had to do to make like my metal knives and my fucking crossbow and shit. You got like forge heaps of different items and shit. Yeah, you can make like baseball bats with spikes through them, or like there's heaps of crazy weapons you can make. Yeah, it's mainly what the game's about, is crafting, and you can just turn up the zombie levels. Every 7 days they go insane, eh? So you sort of want to build yourself up. As long as you can build yourself up somewhere high where they can't get, like I just use these things to get into my base. I just build up with these wooden frames, and once I'm on the roof the zombies can't get up. You just got to make sure whatever you've built on is solid enough, because they'll just keep punching the walls and shit until the whole building collapses and you'll lose everything. But that's why I chose the service station, because it's pretty much built out of solid iron, so they'll be punching at it for a few months before it collapses. By then I'll be moved on to another base. How do I know what? You can tell. You can just see it's like a big metal thing. I'll show you. I'll go there now. No. Yeah, you can do whatever you want with them. You could fucking blow it up. You could like burn it down, blow it up. You could move into it, move all your furniture in there, destroy everything in there, and build it up. Do whatever you want. See, like this one was a cafe. That's what I built my thing on. But if you see how it's all metal. Yeah, that's why I built on top of that, because it's going to take the zombies forever to punch that down. Whereas if this was wood, they'd just keep hitting the walls. Like, see, they've already broken one block out of there. But that's just, one block out of my whole building. Because like heaps of them on Horde Night just would have been on this corner, just punching that corner, because I would have been up there, and they couldn't get to me. See there, yeah, but you got to use fucking these things here, forged iron, and you got to make them in your forge. Like, they're not cheap or easy to make. But yeah, I can just keep repairing, or I'll just keep repairing it with wood. Even though it doesn't last as long, it'll survive the night most times. And you can upgrade everything you make pretty much if you got the materials. Like I just made that wood into like iron reinforced wood and shit like that. You can make like proper claw hammers, which help you repair shit quicker. This is still pretty solid. This won't fall down for a long time, I don't think. I hope not, because I'll lose if this whole building collapsed. I would lose my whole base that's up top. Can I what, say? Yeah, you can make doors, vault doors, all sorts of fucking doors. I'll show you my base up here that I built. See, there's the door to my base. It's only tiny, but it's got everything I need. I got the cooking thing here with all the upgrades for it. So you need to get a cooking pot and some bakers and a cooking grill, so then you can like make baked potatoes and grilled meat, or fucking all your stews and shit. And then I got my forge over here, and I just put all my fucking crafting boxes above it, because you want to keep sort of off the grid as you can. Like, you don't want people to know where you are, so having a little base to start off with is your best option to just build up. Once I've geared myself out with like a set of iron armor and all my guns and shit, I'll leave this base. I'll just abandon it, take what's good, and move on to another, like, better, more secure, like underground bunker or something. But at the moment, just sitting up here is the best option for me because I can fight off all the zombies constantly. I just sit up here overnight and see all their corpses down there. I just shoot them as they're fucking running around in circles down there. Because they can't work out how to climb up. Nah. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I just left them no option. There's no way up. Usually, if there's a ladder, they'll get up that. There's ways they can get around it. They'll just pile up on top of each other if there's enough of them. But this is just too high, you know. They can get up probably halfway over that fence, and I just keep chopping them down as they come. But it took me ages to make this crossbow. Like, usually you're running around with a bow and arrow and shit, unless you've got like crazy guns and shit. If you get someone in that, see, like I got sniper rifles and shit, but fuck all ammo, so I'm not gonna bother using any of them till I stock up my ammo. Or I can get my Irish mate to come in and just duplicate some ammo for me. But then I'll switch to guns. Until then, he knows how to do cheats and shit. Where we're like, I'll put that 54 ammo in this box, and like I'll be holding it in there, and then he'll smash the box, and then it'll turn into 2 lots. Like, it's just like a glitch. Like, he'll grab 50 out, and then I'll still have my 50 in there, and then we put them together, have 100, and then we do that again and again and again until we have, like, 20,000 fucking AK bullets. Which is, I only want to do that. Like, I won't use it for only if like someone joins my world and is trying to kill me. I'll just fucking keep them pinned back with my sniper. Because like someone will see that building way over there in the distance. So if you join the game and you don't accept my ally request, you could be as close as that and I'll have no idea that you're there. So like, I won't see you on the map or anything. There's no tells unless I actually physically see you with my own eyes. So if you were smart, you'd get into my world, find a sniper rifle somewhere, or as quick as you could, climb up into that building, and you'd camp out there for a night, like a whole night, and just wait till you see me walk out trying to craft. Like, I wouldn't even know you were there, and then just bang, put a bullet in the back of my head, run over, grab my backpack, take whatever weapons you could, and fucking, yeah, run off or whatever. And if I quit the game to like just kick you out and like have a rage quit, I lose everything, you know? Like, you've got my backpack already, so I have to fucking pretty much, I have to hunt you down and kill you to get my backpack back. Or if you want to be an asshole, you know, you could quit straight away as soon as you took my backpack, and just, you know, that's how you fuck someone over. But you, like, that's like the worst scenario ever. Like, that's really hard to do. That's the shit what I would strive to do. Like, that's end game PvP shit. But at the moment, like, people that join say you'd join this game if you just got it, and well, someone just sent me a message of their fucking world. Fucking yeah, if you got the game and came in, like, I'd do my best to get you over to the base and like make you some clothes and a fucking bow and arrow and shit, and we'd like, you know, work together, go and try and fucking get some good loot from a bank or something. It's like, it's not always violent. You just got to know who to trust. Like, if you play it with a friend, like a real friend, like if me and you were in a party, we could like work together and shit. But some just random, there's no way you can really trust them, you know. If I bring him into my base here, and even if we were working together for like 3 hours, he could put a fucking couple of fire barrels right there and just go pfft, and just jihad, blow my whole base to shit. Or everything I got in my crates here I'd lose, like all my good fucking guns and shit. So yeah, well, it's not if they do, it's, you know, they can do it, you know, the option's always there, and you never know if they're going to be, you know, trustworthy or not. So that's why I like the game so much. It just comes down, it's so much realism, like, you know, if you were like in an apocalypse world, would you trust anyone, or, you know? And sometimes it works out for you. Like, I've met heaps of cool people and played with them. Sometimes I fucking end up getting burnt, you know. And I've done the same, you know. Like, sometimes you'll go into a world just to try it, you know, just to fuck someone over. You'll just load into a world and see how much damage you can do. Sometimes you'll load in and look for someone to play with. Yeah, it makes, you really got to be careful who you like trust. Not really. Every time I've got close to a big base, I've just been sniped down, but I've done a couple of cool sneaky things. I followed a dude into his base as an ally, and then I fucking blew half of it up in his crafting room. He was like screaming in his mic too. What the fuck is wrong with you? And then he quit the game. He just turned it off, the world, so, you know, he fucking lost everything that was in his bag. Yeah, he could have came back. But, you know, I fucking blew a massive hole in the middle of his big fortress. Like, I did days worth of damage. Like, and I've had people come into my world when I first started and, like, just only like 2 or 3 days deep, and they'll sneak all the way into my base, make a little bomb, and sit it at my back door, and then just crouch out the front waiting for me. I'll hear them like yelling in their mic, like, "Oh, you come outside!" And you walk out your front door straight into a bomb. Like, you can do there's heaps of like funny, cool shit you can do. Because you can't. No, you can't talk to anyone unless they're like really close to you either. So it's like sort of real. Like if you came up to out the front of my base down there on the road, like I'd hear you yelling out like "hello, hello," but if you like went back to that tree, I wouldn't even hear you. You know, unless you were like down there. So it's like you can be like so stealthy and shit. It's real fun. So and there's like communities you can join. So there's always like player worlds to join for games and shit. You just join one of the 7 Days to Die communities. There's always like active worlds going. Yeah. Yeah, I prefer to run my own world and just have people come in. Like that gives me the best feels. Like whether they're like choosing whether to trust someone or fucking try and take them out. Because if you look at the map, it's huge. Look, I've only unlocked fucking this tiny little area. Because I'm only 15 days in, but the map, like I'll show you. This is as far out as I can zoom, but look how much you can unlock, and there's all different biomes and different shit. So it's really hard to even find someone unless you want to. Like, usually once you got a mini bike and shit, you can just follow the roads and you'll learn where the spawn points are. But the fucking actual map itself is just insane. And they're always random generated unless you can use seeds like Minecraft. Like depending on what you name the world will bring up the same. So I called mine Crackpot 20 because I knew it was a world with 20 cities because I watched some dude make it on YouTube. Well, not make it, but like he seeded it. They're hard to explain seeds unless you know what they are, but yeah. So if you wanted to play on this exact same map that I'm on, you just call your world Crackpot 20, and then it's always going to load this same exact fucking random generated world. Or you can just call it random, call it Urban Viking 20, and if it turns out, or call it Urban Viking X, or whatever you want. Any variation or just Urban Viking will always make the same world if you name the world that. So if it turns out to be a good world, you just upload it to YouTube and be like, check out this seed called Urban Viking or whatever. Everyone just reading it will think that's a random name, but it turns out that you just seed it as your fucking world. Because every world is different, so every time you start a new game and save it, that's the seed for it. And it will determine what generates too somehow from the numbers and letters. I don't know how it does it, but that's how it does it. Minecraft was the same. Yep. Yeah, the sun's going down. See how it says at the time at the top? 20. When it gets to 22, that's midnight. And that's when the zombies will start sprinting. So I want to be up here safe on the base. When the sun comes back out, I'll go back out. I sort of wasted that day just to show you around, but when it's daytime you want to fucking gain as much map as you can and uncover shit and look for new towns and cool shit to go and pillage and explore. I haven't been doing anything because I've just been setting up for survivability in this town. So I've got enough food and shit to last me a few weeks to go out and explore. Yeah, they'll see your torches and candles from far away. So I put my torch there on the inside so they can only sort of see it from out that way, and then I'll see them. But yeah, if you got your forges and your campfires and shit going out in the open, yeah, they'll spot that shit from a mile away and sneak up on you. That's what I like it, like it's so sneaky. You're just creeping around out in the bush with a grass skirt when you're first starting a bow and arrow, trying to fucking take someone out. And if you can sneak up close enough and put an arrow in the back of their head, like it's realistic, like they'll start bleeding to death straight away. Yeah, it's a fun game. I'll turn my forge on, that'll attract a screamer, and then she'll start screaming and call in some zombies. Yeah, the whole game runs off a thing called a heat map, sort of. So whatever sound you make, the louder the sound is, the more zombies it'll attract. So that's like, you know, that part of the map will get hotter and hotter, and then the zombies just sort of gather towards there. Because the map's so big, they just sort of hoard around towards the most noise. Sort of like The Walking Dead, you know, like when they play the car music loud and shit, like that'll attract them. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'm not sure. I just watched a video called Heat, the 7 Days to Die Heat Map that explained it real good. But yeah, everything counts, like every action, every hit on a wall, every time you craft something. Because this is forging, it's melting stone every couple of seconds. Every time that stone melts, that's one tick on the heat map. Like, every action. Yeah, I put boxes everywhere. See, all up along the roof. They're all my storage shits. But it's all organised, like I always keep a separate box for each sort of shit. Like this is all my miscellaneous items for crafting. Over here's all my gun parts. Down here's all my food, medicine. Up here's like, that was miscellaneous motifs and shit. Tools in that one. Nothing in that one yet. That's all. If you're just keeping everything like mixed in together, this one's got all my food and medicine in it. But eventually I'll need one for just food and one for just medicine. I was only sort of keeping it small at the moment. This one for my guns. But you can like make like cool boxes like this, ones that have pictures of what's going to be in it, so you can put like meds on it, or you can make like metal boxes called gun safes, or safes that like go in the wall or sit on the floor, that are like heaps harder to break into. Like someone could break into all this shit so easy. The only reason I'm keeping this is because I'm constantly staying here defending it. Like I only go out in the day, and if someone joins my world, like I'll come back to my base, you know, and hold it down. Make sure they're not close. I always watch the player screen and make sure they're not getting hit. If they're getting like 10 zombie kills in the first 10 minutes, I know they're like insane, and you can just kick them from the world by leaving, or you know, go sit back at your base and just wait them out and snipe them when they get close. So I got me sniper in there just in case. Nah, not really. Not unless you actually spot them, or if you're smart and watch the map. Like if you leave airdrops laying around, and then you'll see them picking them up. But then you also risk them getting their hands on a rocket launcher or something crazy. Or another thing people do is, like it's like a mutually assured fucking PvP. Like they'll send me an ally request and I'll accept it. Then they'll cancel it, and all they're doing is once they accept it, they'll look at their map and mark where the last spot is they saw me. And you just keep doing that with each other, like you keep requesting allies and then cancel, request ally, cancel, and you're just sort of playing chicken with each other, getting closer and closer until you're in like the same vicinity. Then you'll just take your ally off and start fighting it out. Like I've had that sort of shit happen before. Some guy kept ally requesting me until he got really close, and then he stopped doing it, and then he tried to take me out. Nah. I think he tried to shoot me with like a bow and arrow, and I like just ran up with my shotgun and danced around him while he was trying to shoot me. Shot him once and he was dead. That was in my world that I had all the guns and shit unlocked. Around my town I had big signs everywhere saying this is Negan's place and shit. Fucking. Yeah, it's good. It's a quiet night. I don't want to. If I run out there, there's a chance that they'll just fucking swarm me from everywhere because they run so fast at night. This is on hard mode. On classic mode, I can run around at night. Makes no difference. Also, because I'm playing pretty stealthy with a knife and a crossbow, it'll make no fucking noise, so they haven't attracted many to the area. But if you're playing with like shotguns and rocket launchers and grenades and pipe bombs and dynamite, TNT, you can make all that shit. The whole zone gets like swarmed out by zombies. Doesn't look like there's any around. What? This in front of me. Oh, back in the bike. That was my bike engine. That thing. Yeah, it's just all the different bike parts. I'm slowly building a bike up. I still need to get the handlebars and a seat. A couple of other pieces. Yeah, I pretty much cleaned this town out. I've been in this whole area is the only place I've been in the whole 15 days I've been playing this game. Oh, 3 days in real time. But I've pretty much cleared it out. And I haven't made a ruckus, so there's not much action. When I first came in, the first night was crazy. You just see all the bodies out the back here before. I was just standing here just shooting zombie after zombie for ages. All them bodies down there. Half of them were rotted away. But they were everywhere. Oh shit, that would have been because it was day 14, it would have been a horde night. 16 now. Yep. Yeah, every 7 days the sky goes red and the moon goes red. Fucking zombies go extra schizo. They can sense you. Yeah, next blood moon I'll say. Next big horde. Yeah, this is a pretty boring playthrough on intense mode because all the zombies are on run, so I have to hide out every night. I just make sure I got enough food and shit to get me through the night and go out in the day. Yeah, constantly you gotta watch your health and your water levels. See, my food levels are really low. They're down to 38%. I gotta eat. That's why you can't afford to fuck around. Like in the day, you gotta make sure you get out and hunt. You can hunt pigs and deer and shit and get grilled meat. Make bear stew. All sorts of shit. There's vegetarian options. Like I eat berries, but if you eat just too many berries, you get diarrhea and shit. Or there's like other you can make like soups and shit. You just got to make a farm, you know, make like a corn and a potato farm. My water's pretty much, I just went to the snow zone and dug up a shitload, like 200 snow, and then you can just boil the snow in your glass jars to make your water. Shit, with like tin cans and snow. Yeah, there's all different ways of getting drinks and shit. Then you can get different herbs and make like golden root teas or beer, coffee, make alcohols. Yeah, they all give you different bonuses. Some for like stamina. It's the same as the drink and the food and shit from ESO. Yeah. I only had it for about a year now. I get bored of it sometimes and I won't play it for like 6 months, 2 months. Because it is like it's a lonely fucking game. It's like full being in like a post-apocalyptic fucking world sometimes. That very rarely you play with people that use mics and shit. It's usually just like some stranger creeping around. Well, you can. You just join a party like me and you are now. If you're playing with your friends or people from the community. But I usually just go solo mode. Well, like this, I just leave the option for strangers to join. It's like solo but online. Like if you were smart, you would have screenshotted every time I bring up my map and seen where my base was. Then you download the game and just come and kill me without me even knowing. Sneak right up to my base, stab me in the head. See the see the time there? It's at 3, at 6. The zombies start running. The sun comes out. Yep. There's heaps of different biomes too. There's like forests or fucking deserts, snow, big fucking like ruins, caves. Under Yeah, for like all over the map. So like see on the map now how there's a green area and then it goes to that white area. That's snow. And if you see that little bit of black underneath, that's like a rainforest that's on fire sort of thing. It's weird, it's like all burnt out. And then you'll get to like, yeah, that'll change what clothes you want to wear, fucking what drinks you want to take. Yeah, it's pretty hot. It's like right next to the desert, but it's fucking no. It's all that green, this green area, but it's so like it's real arid, sort of weird. It's not rainforesty. It's like the Australian bush. But then yeah, I got the snow close by, which is good for water. It's like a permanent water source. That in the desert, you can get permanent water from the cactuses. You get yucca fruit. You can make the yucca drinks out of that, which cool you down. Yeah, yeah, or yucca fruit. It's YUCCA. It's some sort of cactus fruit. It's like agave. You can get agave plants and shit too and make like medicines. Yeah, desert's got heaps of cool shit. I'll go get some dinner soon. I'll get some Singapore noodles and that. Where else? I haven't even searched them yet. Usually I come down and search them all, but I didn't want to risk coming down at night. For some reason, I don't know if it's a glitch or something at the moment, but these white fences don't seem to get destroyed by the zombies. They can't hit them. So it's like the perfect fucking defense. Yeah, because I put metal ones in those gaps just to test it, and they smashed the metal ones, but all of these wooden ones have stayed untouched. The only way is if they keep climbing over each other. Like if they build up too many in the same spot, they sort of stand on each other's heads and they'll walk over it. When I'm up the top though, it's perfect because it holds them back far enough for me to get headshots on them from up there. Sometimes you'll break into houses too and their lights are still going. There's people with fucking Tesla coils in the house. Just to get rid of. That gives you get their bones and a couple of things, some guts and shit. But you can just loot them before you smash them, without smashing them. And they'll slowly just rot away. They'd have to build their way up as well. Yeah, but they have more options than a zombie. Like zombies can't climb or anything, or build their own shit. Or like a player, if they were smart, they could sneak to the inside and snipe me up through the middle here. Like I smashed out a few middle blocks just so I could snipe zombies that get in there. But if they were smart, you know, they'd come in and just set bombs in there and just blow the whole fucking thing to the ground. But, you know, I'm just not letting anyone get close. Like if they took out all four corners with some dynamite, this whole place would just sink and everything in it would turn to rubble. And like every bit of damage you make, like you could blow craters to the hole, like you could blow a hole in the ground that goes down fucking 6,000 meters, you know, to the bottom of the game. Like I've done it with dynamite and shit on my glitch servers, and just made like holes like that go to the center of the earth. You just keep shooting rockets into it and throwing dynamite down there. Throw 100 dynamite in the hole and then shoot a rocket at it. And throw 10,000 more dynamite in there and shoot a rocket down there. And it just keeps blowing up. Same with like building up. Like you can just keep building up and up and up and up and up until you're pretty much into space. Like just build a tower that's fucking endless. Like literally you could build a tower so high that you'd log on, you'd spend 2 hours running up fucking stairs and like running around. If you make it a maze, like make it even harder for them. They'd log off after 2 hours, log on the next day and still have to like keep running for another 2 hours to get to the top. You could do shit like that. Yeah, that's it. But there's glitches. That's why it's good. That's why I want to get the Irish guy in, because you can duplicate all your rocks. You can duplicate everything, you know. Like give yourself fucking god powers. Like just keep building and building and building. People just turn this whole city into like fucking Rome. But that sort of ruins the game. Like every time I've done that in a world, you sort of get over it because you're just too overpowered. Like no one can fuck with you. Whereas if you play it without any glitches, it just gives that realistic edge to it. Oh yeah, it's 7. Oh, I broke my leg. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I gotta get back and fix it. I jumped too far. just make a splint, but I haven't got cloth on me. It's far enough. I jumped from the roof of that down to the ground. Oh, this headset is fucking killing my ear. Can you hear me? Can you still hear me? Oh, I have to change it. I have to change my ears. It's like really hurting. Yes. Oh wait, I've got an idea. I'll just change my settings so I can sit it down. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I've just got it sitting on the couch beside me now. I just had to make your voice come through the TV instead. Yeah, it's one of those ones that just sits on one ear. It's like crushed my ear over the last 2 years. Still brand new, so it's real tight. Not everyone. I'm the only one in my room. Oh yeah, probably. Probably. It's alright, no one's watching. Hey look, there's some zombies taking over this car yard. After I kill these ones I gotta go get some dinner too, it's getting dark. Ah! I should have my baseball bat, but I've only got my knife out. I forgot to bring it. Lucky I'm a fucking surgeon with this knife. You have like all skill points too, like ESO, like all perks, and you can level up all different shit. Like knife skills or bow skills, gun skills. So, you know, all these things. Plus there's like 10 different pages of them. Or crafting skills and shit. Pretty much. Like one of my worlds, the world I got to... The world I got, yeah, that's why I only come out in the day. At night, they're fucking, like, you can't even aim at them. They're, like, sprinting in circles around you. But in the daytime, they're all docile. Well, there's modes called Nightmare Mode where they always run and shit. Oh, I forgot to fix... I don't know. Makes no sense. I usually play it on classical zombies mode where they just always walk, so it's like The Walking Dead. That's more like PvP based. But you only sort of worry about the players, the zombies are just sort of a nuisance more than anything. But on Horde Nights too, they're a lot more aggressive, and there's different sorts of zombies. These are all like shit easy ones, because I'm in an easy area. In the snow, they're like giant lumberjacks. In the ruins, there's like zombie dogs and shit, and bears, zombie bears, fucking, they're like impossible to kill, and they just fucking run at you forever. They'll like single-handedly tear your, yeah, they like single-handedly would tear your house down. They just get inside your house and just start smashing all your walls and shit. You need like a shotgun and shit to take them out. Even then, I've had shotguns and AKs and still been killed by them zombie bears when they come. Zombie dogs are fucking bad because they're real fast and hard to hit, and they like run at your legs, bite you, and you get infected and bleed out. Yeah, yeah. Each region tends to have like more of the certain type. Like other certain like sometimes bears will come in here, or like the cop zombies. There's zombies in cop suits that are real big and fat, and they spit poison at you and shit. Sometimes they'll come in on horde nights. Or there's these big things called shadow walkers that are like giant fucking zombies that look like they're from Resident Evil. They're like 3 times the size of these other zombies, and they're like insane to kill. And they smack you around like a couple of hits and they kill you. So like, but you don't start. They start coming when as it gets later. Like once you get to like 20, 30 days and shit, you'll start seeing them in the cities. Mainly these towns will start to fill up with shadow walkers and shit.
How long can you go for?
I don't know. The longest I've done, I've seen people up to like 600 days and shit. My first world I made is nearly up to a year. It's at like 340 or something.
Wow. You can just keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the limit is.
Cool. It really does look like Fallout, doesn't it? There is kind of stuff like that.
I'm not sure if this will work, but I feel like these things are going to stop them from smashing my walls even more. Because if they can't knock them down, I don't know if they can knock them down when they're up at face height there.
You click on their settings. Can you get to the openings like that?
Not sure. I don't even know if this like 100% works. I just figured it out from they never broke through my back fence through like 3 or 4 hoardings. It's fucking, you can torture them too. Like when they're sprinting at night, you shoot their legs off and they'll just sit on their torso and spin around in a circle. Because they get like insane aggressive. Like from up the top there at night, you just shoot one's legs off from up there, and you just see him just spinning around in a circle, like making a whirlwind.
Is it night again already?
No, it's nearly lunchtime, which means there'll be an airdrop in a second. But when that comes, I'll probably log off and go get something to eat for dinner, and then I'll come back. What time is it? It must be getting late for you, yeah?
Yeah, it's chilling. Yeah, I would try that. I wonder if it worked after 7.
Hopefully that pigeon game will be downloaded by the time I get back. I can play some of that after dinner. Get my pigeon dating on. Yeah, I know. Especially because they'll eventually break through like steel blocks, but white picket fence is too much.
Well, it kind of attracts attention.
Yeah, I know. Definitely, yeah, a player would see that. But as if they would see all my spikes and shit anyway, if they were fucking looking for me.
That's true.
Gives you a bit of flavour.
You didn't make it more inconspicuous.
Well, I could throw camo netting over the whole thing, but even that's going to stick out where I am. So I feel like if they're close enough to notice that that's a base, I'm going to have my sniper on them already anyway. Or or charging them with my knife, throwing fucking haymakers. Get out of here! Fucking what are you doing here? Trying to confuse them, disorient them. Act like a crazy man. You can come out throwing human shit. I'm not even joking. I could go and raid all the toilets from these houses and get like a good supply of human feces. Just run around yelling like a crazy man, throwing shit everywhere. No one will come back. No, I've never resorted to it. I'm just thinking a lot. It's just this game gives you options. That's what's so good about it. You could just be like a full anxiety, depressed, paranoid guy. Go and sit in a room and just eat broken glass until you bled to death internally. That's literally an option on this. You just, yeah, you can smash these windows, get some broken glass, and fucking start eating it. And you just slowly bleed to death. And then just never put the game in again because it scared you and upset you. Yeah, yeah, you slowly bleed to death from internal bleeding. It's fucking crazy.
You tried it though.
Yeah, yeah, I've eaten it before. Just to see, like, I didn't even know it was an option. I just picked some up and it said one of the options was eat. So I was like, what the fuck? I ate some, started bleeding out. Fuck, I have to go get this box now. I waited too long. My leg's broken though, I need to get some cloth. See that little yellow dot on my compass? The little parachute? Up on my little compass up the top, it should show a little yellow parachute. I need to get some cloth though and fix my leg. Yeah. Yeah. From you can pick up cotton and make it, or you can like punch couches or curtains and shit. I haven't got a fucking any on me. There's some cotton, but I can't sprint because my leg's broken. No, it's broken. It's broken. You can break both your legs though, and you'll hobble even slower. Still get what? Get what? Plinkers. Yeah, yeah, you can just hobble around. Slowly, painfully. In the bag. What bag?
The one that was just in your hand.
There's a bag in my hand? Bag. I don't know. Or maybe it was the splint thing maybe when I put it on my leg, I don't know. I'm not sure. I know some items come up as a bag when you hold them in your hand, but none of the ones that I've got. Yeah, unless you're on the motorbikes, and it goes into third person. It's the only. You used to make the handlebars, but I think they changed it with the last update. Now that you find all the parts for the mini bike, because too many people were using it to duplicate. I had to change it. That's how I used to do the duplicating glitch with the mini bike. This one's going to be hard to get because it's in the bottom of the fucking ocean. Real smart.
want underwater.
Yeah, I was pretty much just jumping across the top, and my top half of my body's out. My legs are kicking furiously. That's what I imagine's happening.
Going back there.
Yeah, I haven't worked out how to make it underwater base yet. I think that you can get a mask now that will let you breathe underwater. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's a
That would
thing.
be amazing. That would look everywhere where you are.
I've found like little islands and shit in the middle of massive bodies of water and built like bridges across to them and stuff and made it like hard to get across the bridge with like vault doors. But even that's so hard. Like building underwater is crazy because you got to swim down, put down 2 blocks, then you got to go up, get your breath, swim back down. You got to fucking upgrade the block, then put one on top, and then sometimes you get like 5 or 6 high, and the current will just wash it away. So you have to like start at the fucking like the edge of the water and like build like a base, like a start of a bridge there, then slowly build shit all the way out and then connect it all slowly. Like if you just keep trying to build from one end, it'll just fall apart. You like full got to like put it's got gravity in your building. It's not like Minecraft. Like when you're building, you got to build like support structures around stuff to like hold it up until it's like stable. Also, you can go deeper than that because I was a concreter. I used to put piers and shit all in the ground under all my buildings. So you build an auger, which is like a big machine that'll dig holes into the ground like straight down in a circle, and then you fill that up with concrete and just build your way. So I dig to the center like yeah, I'd dig down like 60 feet, yeah, with a drill, and then I'd fill that up with concrete to build myself back out, and then build a concrete like house slab on the ground like you would in real life, and then build my house on that. So like even the zombies, if they got underneath my house, they can't like smash all the ground and collapse my house. So they have like proper like structural piers and shit. Yeah, yeah. But not even on pillars. Like I do all that stuff. I do is underground. All the piers, and then make that to a flat house slab. So like it was like actual what I do in real life, like concreting. I didn't. You could do it in the game. Like I was like, that's fucking amazing. Yeah, and it pays off. Like your house will be 10 times stronger than anyone else's because you built like actual foundations. Like you would in real life.
Not really so clear. It's really realistic.
Yeah, and it's got like gravity. Like you have to build like wooden support beams, like crossbars and shit, like to hold your roof up while you're building your roof, or it'll all just collapse in on you and shit. You gotta build the actual like the structure of your house. Like it's not just like Minecraft where you could build 7 blocks up and then 10 blocks across from it and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all like gravity based, and certain materials will let you build out more. Like if you build straight up with steel, you can build out with wood like 5 or 6 places, but only like 2 or 3 with more steel. Unless you make like support beams and shit. Like every time I build a new house, like I find like cool new shit about it. Like it teaches you shit about actual building. Like a, yeah, you definitely would. And even if you didn't, you'd learn it from just building a house from trial and error. Your roof's going to keep falling, so eventually you're going to you try something and then you work shit out. Start YouTube and how to build a fucking house and shit. Did I already get that box? What did I get? I didn't even look. Oh, exploding crossbow schematic. No way, now I can make exploding crossbow bolts. That's some good shit.
Cool.
Alright, I gotta go though, because the shop's gonna shut and I'll starve to death. But I'll catch up with you next time, alright? Alright, bye.